Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cubs Line Podcast. I'm Ryan Dunleavy.
And I'm Ron Zielinski.
And today the Cubs lose another embarrassing game, 5-1 to the Reds. Shota Imanaga delivers a sixth inning and a third start. He only allows one run. He does what he asks, and then these bats are just dreadful. No one's hit. Kyle Tucker's a waste of money. We could have kept on to Cam Smith and Isak Paredes, and even Wisniewski would have been a solid arm, but he had a great first half, and he's been a waste of a roster spot. He's been horrible. Seiya Suzuki's still sleeping. You got to get over not making the All-Star game. This offense is a complete embarrassment. And Jed Hoyer, the comments he had earlier, just really fired me up and made me mad. What are your overall takeaways on this team and how much of a joke it is?
If the front office doesn't give a fuck, I really don't care either. It's honestly it's terrible. You're gonna settle for this rotation? Are you kidding me? This rotation sucks. Matthew Boyd, Shota Imanaga, really good pitchers. Besides from that, it's a complete dumpster fire. They can't pitch. It's just an automatic loss, right? Even when Shota and Boyd do pitch, it's an automatic loss because the offense can't perform right now. Jed Hoyer says the goal is to be good all the time. They're not good right now. He wants to not do anything at the trade deadline when starting pitching is an obvious need. No moves for starting pitching? Is Mike Soroka really your move that you're gonna overpay and know he's hurt? If Mike Soroka's 100% healthy, you overpaid. The fact that they knew he was injured, that is unbelievable. And the fact that they were like, yeah, oh my god, like the rotation sucks. There's just no hope anymore. I think the World Series is out the window. The best that I'm really hoping for is just an NLCS appearance. I mean, when the front office, doesn't care, it's hard to win. Again though, Jed's comments about being good all the time, you know what he meant by that? He didn't mean be good. He meant win 84, 85 games, sneak into the wild card, miss the playoffs by a couple games every year. Because being mid's okay. In his eyes, you get the money, right? The team's in the race until the end, so you get the money that, people pay, people buy tickets, they're in the stadium watching the game until the end of the year. And, maybe you don't make the playoffs, but maybe you sneak in. And he doesn't want to live with, I would rather win 101, 98, 100, 97, then be, 79, 78, but then, rebuild, win another 90. He doesn't want that. He wants 82, 81, 83, 84. That's all he wants. He's a joke. The fact that he got an extension is unbelievable. He's made maybe four moves that are good. All the rest he's lucked into. He lucked into PCA. I don't know if he really lucked in a Bush, but I think he did. I didn't think he really knew that Bush would become this good. Yeah, that's really all I have about that. But it's unbelievable that this front office has a World Series potential team and they just don't care.
It's unreal too because you hold on to Ballesteros and Casey. You didn't want to trade them at the deadline, but you're not going to call them up to the big leagues. Like you can't tell me that Owen Casey would not be a better hitter than some of these guys that are slumping right now. Like call Owen Casey, Ballesteros up, and then you're not going to call up Connor Noland, who has 9 wins on the year already. He's having another hell of a year in Iowa. He was great in Iowa last year, and you're not going to call him up. Instead, you're just going to call it Nate Pearson, which you can know what he does. He gives up home runs. He doesn't throw strikes. He's very inconsistent. Like I'm kind of giving up on Nate Pearson. I understand he looked good today, but those were garbage innings. I know it was a 4-run game, but those were complete garbage innings. He Everything was pretty much hard hit. Like I don't understand what this front office, and you're gonna trade away Ronnie Cruz, who is going to be a top 100 prospects in 2 years and could have been the future shortstop when Dansby Swanson was out. Like that makes no sense to me. And then Christian Franklin, you probably could have got someone better for him too. I don't understand why you give a big package for a guy who you know is hurt. You know he is hurt, and you still trade two guys for him. That's unreal. That's ridiculous. And this front office is a joke. You don't get another bat, and you can tell the Reds got better at the deadline. They got a legit third baseman. They got Miguel Andujar, who's a solid hitter. He's hitting 295 on the year. You go out and get Zach Littell. That's a team that wants to make the playoffs, not the Cubs. And what Jed means, like, yeah, I want to be good every year. No, you want to win 80 games a year, be an average team, maybe make the wild card, be good enough where you have people going to the games. He's a joke. I don't know why he had an extension. Tom Ricketts is the biggest loser I know. He goes to the games and tries cheering on the team, but in reality, he doesn't let Jed spend money. So I don't put all the blame on Jed because Ricketts has to approve it. And if it was up to Jed, I think the Cubs would have gotten Mackenzie Gore. But Ricketts doesn't want to trade all these big guys because he wants to be average and stuff. Tom Ricketts is the biggest joke I know in sports. The Cubs can fire him. He's a waste of an owner, and Tom Ricketts is a complete loser, and I will never support him.
Never. I mean, picking Jerry Reinsdorf or Tom Ricketts, who's worse? It's it's very close. I mean, yeah, Tom Ricketts is just he's the cheapest owner in baseball. You know, I loved that clip of that little he was got to be like 10 or 11 years old that went up to him at the convention. I think we were there that same day. He was like, "Tom, you're the cheapest owner in baseball." And he was like, "Ha ha ha, who's your dad?" Just laughing it off like a loser. Like he knows it's true. He doesn't care about this team. He just wants the flashy stuff around the stadium. He doesn't care about the team. If he really cared about the team, he would have gone out. He would have paid the money to get some players. I, I'm just at a loss for words right now. Like Tom Ricketts is a loser. There's nothing he can do that can make me support him. I mean, it's just a joke. Like again, this team has so much potential, or at least they did. Getting a starting arm, at the rotation, or yeah, getting an arm for the rotation at the deadline, and they've wasted that, right? They've wasted a bunch of good prospects for bullpen arms who, don't get me wrong, they're good. Taylor Rogers very good. Kittredge, I mean, he blew the game today, but he's been good. Willie Castro has been, all I can ask for and more. But I mean, why? Why do you not get a starter? There's literally no reason why a starter should not be on this team after the trade deadline. And yeah, I think he just thought that, well, whatever, we'll just out hit everybody. That's not realistic, and this is not little league, Jed and Tom. This is the major leagues.
Yeah, and it's unreal how they don't give up starting pitcher, and then instead of giving up Owen Casey, they just keep him in AAA, and he continues to dominate. They keep Connor Nolan in AAA instead of trading him for another legit starting pitching. These teams want Jackson Wiggins, but I doubt they'll ever call him up. Like it's just a joke. Tom Ricketts is a joke. Jed Hoyer's a joke. Like Craig Counsell operates best when he has weapons in the bullpen, and they're not giving Craig Counsell much to work with. Like Craig Counsell's a good manager when you give him pieces, but they're not giving Craig Counsell the pieces right now, and it's just unreal how this front office doesn't care about this team. And you're the one of the top five most big market teams in the league. You have the best fan base in sports. I don't know why you're not giving these fans something to cheer about. Like, imagine all the guys the Cubs have missed out on the Dansby Swanson year. Before Dansby Swanson, he was their last resort option. They missed out on Carlos Correa, Trey Turner. I forget who was the fourth one, but you literally had Trey Turner in your lap. You don't get him. I don't care that it was a while ago. Bryce Harper's dog was named Wrigley. He wanted to be a Cub, and then you're just like, nope, we'll let him walk to the Phillies. We're not going to sign one of the best left bats, one of the best bats in the league. Just terrible. Last year, we literally had Alex Bregman sitting in our lap. We could have easily got Alex Bregman, and then nope, we're just gonna let him walk to Boston. We could if we had no offense to Matt Shaw because he's been playing great as of late, one of the only guys who showed up after the All Star break. But if we had Alex Bregman, this team might be 3 to 4 games better than they are. Like when he is on a tear, he is on a tear. He's one of the best defensive third basemen in the league, and you're just gonna let him go to another team, and then you're not willing to pay $4 million extra dollars for Tanner Scott to be a Cub. Like, imagine if no Danny P's been great too. Another thing, Danny P, Matt Shaw have been good additions, like good young pieces. But if you have Tanner Scott in a Cubs uniform, he probably locks up some more games at the start of the year when they didn't have a legit closer with Presley. You get Scott, that's probably another 4 to 5 wins. Like, think about that. That's 8 more wins, and you're probably the best team in baseball by a long shot right now with the additions of Bregman and the addition of I'm losing myself here, but just garbage. If you put together the roster of all the guys the Cubs have missed out on in the past couple of years, that's like the all-star team basically. So Jed Hoyer needs to grow a pair of balls. Tom Rickett needs to stop being just so soft, and it's unreal. Garbage.
Yeah, I mean, so if we're being realistic, I don't think there's really a collapse that can happen to where they won't make the playoffs. They'll be in the playoffs, but here's the thing. If you get caught by, I believe it's Philly, it might be the Mets who's behind them. But if you go on the road to either Philly, like Red October, even the Mets, City Field is always rocking in the playoffs. I'm sorry, you don't have a prayer. You do not have a prayer to win a 3-game series on the road in either Philly or New York. Let's say you're the sixth seed. You're playing either Milwaukee, which I don't think you're gonna play Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee's gonna get the number one seed. You're either gonna play the Dodgers or again potentially Philly or New York, whoever wins that division.
Or
Again,
Milwaukee.
yeah, or well, I mean, you don't have a prayer against anybody. Your only prayer in a wild card series is if you host. That's
Or you
your
get
only
hot.
prayer.
Or if you
It's
get hot, like they've
yeah.
gotten hot in the past at the end of seasons. That's their only luck. But think about how much it's going to mean to this city to make the playoffs. Like they haven't made it in how many years? They've been so close the past 2 years. It's going to mean the world to Cubbies fans to be in a playoff game again, and you're just going to have a non-competitive roster, just two bums. They really don't care about this team. Jed Hoyer's a loser. Tom Ricketts is a loser. Just two clowns. I think me and you probably could run a better baseball team than them.
I do believe that. I mean, we literally said to a T the lineup that they should do before
The
they
trade they
actually
should make.
the trades. Yeah, well, the lineup before the Yankees series, we were like saying 2 weeks before that that should happen, and it happened to a T. The offense took off. Look at that. Um, and then they got cold, and again, here's the thing. We're gonna talk about this and get in detail a little bit later. Craig Counsell's doing his best job. Like there's nothing. I mean, he's not making the trades. He's not signing people. He's putting together a lineup, and he's been doing it the best he can.
Craig Counsell has like look at him in Milwaukee. He had Devin Williams and Josh Hader, and look how successful they were. When you get Craig Counsell, when you give him chefs, that's when you let him to cook because he is a very good manager. He has turned a average ball club into one of the best teams in the league this year. Craig Counsell has earned every million out of those $40 million, and he's been very good this year.
Yeah, by far. So, shall we get into today's recap?
Not much of a recap for the Cubs, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you got that right. All right, so this dreadful game. It was Zach Littell versus Shota Imanaga, both pitchers. Really good outings. The loss gets handed to Andrew Kittredge. He went a third, 4 hits, 4 earned runs. We'll get to the pitching later. But I don't really know why he got booed off the mound today. You got any idea why?
Because he blew the game, understandable, but there was so many close calls that didn't go his way. He was hitting the corners. I don't understand it, but Kit has been good, but I think it's just Cubs fans letting their frustration boil over.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel for the guy. Like I believe Saturday or Friday, I think it was Friday. He was like, "Man, I could get used to this playing in Wrigley." Then he gets booed off the mound. I mean, here's the problem: it's not his fault. He's been good these last 2 innings. I mean, yeah, he blew up 1 inning. Why is this Cubs team not scoring more than 1 run? Right? They should have had a cushion. Like they should have had the lead. It's not on him that it was a 1-1 game. But yeah, so top of the first inning, Shodi Minagi gets the Reds 1-2-3. Bottom of the first, Michael Bush, leadoff single, Ian Happ walks. Tucker, strikeout. Gonna see a lot of this. A lot of these Kyle Tucker strikeouts, but supposedly he's worth $500 million. I mean, I don't know if this guy's worth even 200 mil.
Yeah, Tucker's been terrible as of late. Like, he's been worth nothing. Like, if you're the Dodgers, go ahead, get him. I'm fine with Owen Casey as my right fielder.
Yeah, the only real problem I have with not re-signing Tucker is just the people you gave away. But I really don't know if $500 million should go to this guy. He's not very good. At least right now, his potential's there, but right now he's god awful. And Owen Casey, I'm fine with being the right fielder of the future. Then PCA, another strikeout. Willie Castro strikeout. Cubs do not score. Reds go down 1-2-3 in the second. Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the second. Reds go down 1-2-3 in the third. Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the third. Top of the fourth, TJ Friedel reached on a bunt single. Friedel picked off. At first, big moment early there, I think.
That was a big moment. I mean, Friedel can run, maybe steals a bag. You got the 2-3-4 coming up, but Shota with a nice little pickoff move there, and he's got a nice move as well. Two left-handers on the Cubs. Matty Boy's got a disgusting move. I know all these people crying like, "How is that not a balk? He's not going 45 degrees. It doesn't look like." Shut up. He's got a good move. Just handle it.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, being a lefty, you're taught that you don't have to go straight, right? The deception of going out to first and the 45-degree angle, he uses every bit of that. I mean, it's nasty. So then McLean strikes out, De La Cruz pops up to second. Bottom of the fourth inning, Kyle Tucker down looking. PCA singles, and then he's safe at second on a fielding error by TJ Friedel. Hoping that they could have took advantage on this early, Willie Castro flies out to center. Nico with a two-out walk, and then Dansby strikes out on three pitches. Kind of swung through a four seam there that I thought he could have tapped to put the Cubs in front. Top of the fifth inning, Hayes pops out. Andujar hits a ground rule double. Spencer Steer hits a single, scoring Andujar 1-0 Reds. Marte strikes out. Trevino grounds into a fielder's choice. Bottom of the fifth inning, McGuire grounds out. Matty Shaw homers left center 396 feet. The kid, I mean, he's balling out right now. Again, one of the only bits of life that the Cubs have right now. Um, I mean, going down one, I was like, this is going to be another long day. And then Matt Shaw hits that home run, turns it into a tie ball game, a new ball game. I was like, all right, hopefully, just get one more, shut this game down, win it 2-1. Obviously that didn't happen. But what were you thinking during the Shaw home run?
I had a lot of confidence. I hope the Cubs could win this ball game. I mean, he's been balling out. In his last 15 games, he has 4 home runs. He's hitting 289 with a 948 OPS. So he's been balling out as of late, and that gave me some confidence, and the kid's really coming along.
He is. Both teams go down 1-2-3 in the sixth. Top of the seventh. This is where everything went to crap. De La Cruz strikes out Shota strikes out De La Cruz. Then Kittredge comes in for him, walks Hayes, Andujar singles, Spencer Steer, 3-run shot. This is really when I was like, this ball game is over. Really, yeah, again, no hope once that was gone. What about you?
Yeah, that was ball game as soon as Steer kind of hit that home run. Well, did you think Shota should have finished the inning? Like he was only at 92 pitches. He was throwing the ball very well. Do you think you'd let him finish it?
I think you give him till 100. So I think you give him the next batter, or maybe even two if it's quick. But I wouldn't like him throwing, 105, 110 there. So I think you give him 100 pitches. Um, so I think he could have got another out. Or, again, maybe he does get the two outs really quickly. But I think he should have at least saw. I mean, he should have. I mean, he could have thrown eight more pitches.
Yeah, but I do understand why Craig did take him out. You got Hayes and Andujar coming up, and they both kill lefties. So I do understand why that move was made.
Yeah, here's the thing. I like the match, like the replacement there. I like the matchup from Craig. That's a good decision. He could have left Shota in, but it's a good decision. Give him the worst matchup there. So I'm not gonna put any blame on Craig there.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
yeah, then Marte hits a ground rule double. Trevino singles. Espinal hits a sac fly. Taylor Rogers comes in. TJ Friedel singles, and then McLean grounds out to third. Inning ends at 5-1 Cincinnati. Again, this is really when I was like, all right, this game's over. Bottom of the seventh, Nico grounds out. Dansby strikes out. McGuire lines out. Top of the eighth, Reds go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the eighth, Matt Shaw flies out. Michael Bush grounds out. Ian Happ singles, and then Kyle Tucker again a strikeout. Um,
Looking too.
looking again. I mean, this ball was right there. I don't understand what he was looking at. This is a pitch, low in the zone that with his uppercut swing can be, at least a single, right? And that would have
Runner in scoring
scored Hap.
position too.
That would have
Makes it
scored
a
Hap.
three-run ball game. That's doable.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't understand what Tucker's doing at the plate. Yeah, I don't know. And then at the top of the ninth, Trevino two out double, but Nothing comes from that. Bottom of the ninth, PCA strikes out looking, keeps the bat on his shoulder. Again, first pitch could have killed it. And then, he does finally, put together a good at bat. I think his whole goal, and maybe even like the goal there, was just keep the bat on your shoulder and try to walk. Honestly, he's been kind of shaky as of late. That's the stupidest thing ever. But I mean, I wouldn't doubt it that they told him go up there and don't swing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's looking at there. Willie Castro pops out to second. Nico Horner grounds out to first. Reds win 5-1. Reds improve to 60 and 54. Cubs drop to 65 and 48. Now 4 games back of the National League Central. We will take a look now at the Cubs pitching. Shota Imanaga gets the start, goes 6 1/3, goes up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, 7 strikeouts. He threw 92 pitches. He's at a 3.12 ERA. Andrew Kittredge with the loss goes a third, 4 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. He threw 22 pitches. He's at a 4.28 ERA. Taylor Rogers comes in for a third, 1 hit, no runs, and then no walks, no strikeouts. He threw 5 pitches. He's at a 2.29 ERA. Then Nate Pearson throws the garbage innings, 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, a strikeout, 29 pitches, a 10.66 ERA for him. Final thoughts on this game before we get in. Actually, we'll go player of the game. Who's your player of the game? Although it may be hard to choose from.
My player of the game is Zach Littell. Great debut. He went 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned 2 walks. He had 8 strikeouts. Got the W. That's my player of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Zach Littell. For me, I'll just choose my Cubs player of the game, Matt Shaw, or I'll either go him or Shadi Managa. They could kind of split. Matt Shaw, kind of again we've talked about he's one of the only people that's given life with the Cubs right now, showing that he cares. So Matt Shaw, the RBI tonight, and then Shodi Managa, another great start, 7 strikeouts. So yeah, I'll give them the split today. So final thoughts on this game and. Yeah, just on this game.
A complete dumpster fire. Absolute garbage. No effort. None of the guys except maybe Nico Horner and Matt Shaw and Shota Imanaga are really representing the Cubs and showing pride in wearing the pinstripes. No one else wants to be it. It's just for the money.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. So we'll jump into some questions here. Do you think that the thought that Jed had was he thought that they could just out hit everybody and not they don't need a starter that can just win a bunch of 10-9, 9-8, 8-7 ball games? And then why do you think there was no big like aggressiveness at the
Because he
deadline?
does. Because he's scared. He doesn't have a pair of balls. He doesn't have anything under him. Like he's too scared to dish away these top prospects. But that's what you have to do. You have so many outfielders, way too many outfielders in the prospect pool and just in the Cubs organization in general. And you're not gonna trade either Alcantara or Casey. I hate to break it to you, either Kevin Alcantara or Owen Casey probably isn't going to be a Cub. And a lot of these guys are going to get taken in the Rule 5 draft. Like, why not just trade them to a team that can use value and you can get a stud? He's too scared to make moves. And I don't even think it's the hitting thing. That is a good take, but I think he's too scared to trade these top prospects. I don't understand why. Like, if you give away three very valuable prospects, it's not going to kill your farm system. Like, you're still going to have some other guys that are good. You're going to draft well. The Cubs have historically drafted pretty well. Like, I don't understand why. It makes no sense to me. And you just drafted two outfielders in the first and second round. It doesn't kill you to trade one. So that's garbage.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly brutal. Just like again the comments, the goal is to be good all the time. Like what? Like you have to be mentally retarded. Like
They want to
seriously.
be mid all the time. He
Yeah,
wants to
yeah,
be mid all the time.
yeah. Good in my eyes. Good is 90 wins and above. I'll say 88 wins and above. You don't want to be 88 wins good. You want to be 82 wins good, which is just embarrassing.
It's brutal. You want to, you want to have that. Like the Dodgers. I know you all hate them, but they want to win every year. They're good every year. They make big moves. Even the Red Sox, look at them. They went out, they balled out at the deadline, they balled out in free agency, and look at their team now. Everyone's like, why would they trade Rafi Devers? You get a good haul, and you turn a player from the Rafi Devers deal into Dustin May, who's a big piece in your rotation now. Now they're on a 7 game heater because you make moves, and Craig Breslow did a good job at the deadline.
You know what they do? They pay money that they have. The
They
Cubs
got
have never done
Bregman,
that.
they got Crochet, and those are two of their MVPs right now. Even Trevor Story's balling out this year. You pay good money for him. Another guy that wanted to be a Cub, and they missed out on Trevor Story too. Just embarrassing.
Yeah. I really don't
Imagine the
think it was.
difference. The difference if they have Trevor Story, Trey Turner, or Correa at shortstop instead of Dansby right now. Imagine the difference from last year to the year before that to now. They would be a way better team. No hate on Dansby. Those are three guys that are way better than him, but you don't want to spend a couple extra $1 million and get it settled with an average shortstop. That's terrible.
I mean, it's just like it's just so like insane to just like I love this team so much, and it's like no one in this front office cares to make them good. Like you wonder why it took them 108 years to win the World Series because things like this. I mean, it's people. My dad, my grandparents tell me they've always been like this. They don't want to go out and get the good players. They want to catch lightning in a bottle like they did in 2016. No disrespect to the 2016 team, but that team was young. I believe the youngest team in the MLB. They got lucky.
Yeah, and they made a big move to get a closer. That might help.
Yeah,
So get two big
seriously.
name prospects. Even Glaber Torres panned out. You got a World Series. You got a ring on your finger.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like Ken Rosenthal said, like he said, you have Kyle Tucker only this year. This is the year you overpay. You throw everybody out to win. You overpay. You get the people you need, and then when you have the ring on your finger, then you can figure out what to do next year and then the seasons after that.
Yeah, and then that attracts more guys that want to come play for you if you win a World Series.
Yeah, I mean it's
Not a
it's
lot of
just
want. I mean, the Cubs are a big market team. All the players I know for a fact love playing at Wrigley Field. The best fans in baseball, and you don't want to get big names. Just embarrassing from Jed Hoyer and Ricketts.
yeah. I mean it's just I
Can't
don't
wait
know.
to go to CubsCon next year, and after they lose in the wild card, and be like, "So Jed, Tom, how come you guys didn't acquire some big names at the deadline rather than just acquiring some average guys? Wake up and do your job."
I cannot, Ryan, bro. We are going as soon as the doors open. We're getting in line for the Jed convention talk press conference thing. We're standing in front of those dumb kids. What's your favorite food? We're standing in front of them and we're saying, "So, Jed, why did you not, get anybody at the trade deadline for the rotation that you knew was a problem?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't want to train any of the prospects because I really liked the Myrtle Beach Pelicans team, so I really wanted them to win the championship. So
Can't wait to be posted on ESPN and Marquee for going off on Jed. Oh, this 15-year-old kid just put Jed Hoyer in his place.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, same.
All right. How much? I mean, again, like I don't think I put any of it. How much of this do you put on Craig Counsell?
Maybe like 10% because there has been some boneheaded decisions this year, but for the most part, he's been fine. I have no complaints with Council. He's done his job, and with a average roster, he's turned them into one of the best teams in the league with
Yeah,
only
like
one superstar.
yeah. I mean, you could argue that PCA has kind of put his name out there as a superstar. I don't think he has yet, just because he can't like hit two at a superstar caliber yet. But yeah, I think he's doing the best he can. Right? It's not like he
Yeah,
can step up. I think it's not like he can step up to the plate and hit home runs and throw lockdown innings. Like he does what he can. He's done his best.
yeah. PCA's had a great year, no matter how he's had a bad second half. Like he cares about this team, and he shows pride in wearing the Cubby blue.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and then for the last question here, it's a little bit about the pitching. Why does Connor Nolan not come up and fill Soroka's spot instead of Ben Brown going back to where he's been awful and bringing up a garbage arm in Nate Pearson?
Uh, that's like a. You're telling me that I Connor Nolan should have been the move. He's won 10 games for the Iowa Cubs. He's been their ace for the past 2 years. I don't understand why he's not in the Cubs uniform yet, especially when you didn't trade for Mackenzie Gore, Joe Ryan. Get a young, promising arm up. He's 26 years old. He's not on the 40 man. His window's kind of closing. He's probably gonna get snatched up in the Rule 5 draft if you don't put him up to the bigs, and I don't know why. Instead, you're giving Nate Pearson his 10th opportunity when he stinks. A waste of velocity.
Yeah, I mean, how many Nate Pearson experiments have we had and they've just all not worked? It's like it's just I mean his ERA is 10.66, and you're gonna take him over a promising young arm. Like here's the thing. If Connor Nolan goes out there and gets shelled, he gets shelled, right? You send him back down. Nate Pearson has proven he's been bad. Connor Nolan has been balling for 2 straight years. Why do you not give him, a lick of a shot, right? It's just it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Bunch of idiots in that front office.
So now we'll look at tomorrow's preview where the Cubs look to
For that,
avoid sweep.
I will be attending the game tomorrow. I bought these tickets ahead of time. I was hoping they were going to win, but hopefully we can avoid a sweep. Last time I went, I saw them avoid a sweep, so hopefully we can do it again. I'm 2-0 right now in my past 2 games. I'm on a 2 game heater. Let's see if we can make it a series W.
Yeah, let's go. I'm really hoping that you can bring up some luck. We need to win tomorrow, and also I think I mean, again, like we were kind of talking about, unless they get hot here, I don't know if I'm going to really attend any more games until the playoffs. I'm definitely getting out to a playoff game or two or three or four this year. But it's just, I mean, I don't really want to throw my money away just watching mediocrity and the front office be okay with the mediocrity.
Yeah, so I'm attending tomorrow's game. I'll do a little preview on that. Andrew Abbott for the Reds, the All-Star left-handers, 8-1 on the year with a 2.15 ERA and 108 and two-thirds of an inning. He's 96 strikeouts with a 1.1 WHIP. He in his last couple of starts, he's still been lights out. He got hit kind of hard against Atlanta, but two really good starts versus the Mets and the Rays. He's been very good. His best year in his career, and Andrew Abbott's a stud. So the Cubs are going to have to catch some luck tomorrow to string together some hits off the rising 26-year-old. And then for the Cubs, coming off his best start in his major league career is Cade Horton. The 23-year-old is 5-3 on the year with a 3.42 ERA and 73 and two-thirds of an inning. He has 56 strikeouts with a 1.29 WHIP. Cade, in his last couple of games, has been balling out. He had a really nice start against the Orioles and the White Sox. In those 2 games, he only allowed 6 hits and not an earned run. Even versus Boston, he didn't have his best stuff, but he went 5 and two-thirds of an inning. I believe 5 out of his last 6 starts have been shutouts, so I can't wait to watch Cade Horton for the second time in his young career. Last time I went, he threw a shutout, so I can't wait to see what Cade Horton can do, and one of my favorite guys to watch pitch for the Cubbies behind Shota.
I mean, yeah, he's creeping up as the number three guy. I think he's kind of, if he has another good start here, like again, this is one of those things where when he was pitching against Skeens, we were like, all right, like you have to have the best start of your career here to give your team a shot. He did. He gave up what was it, one? I think we
No
were
runs.
there.
No
He
runs.
didn't get. Yeah, he there you go. He didn't give up any. I think if he has another start like that, which he's going to need to, he's going to have a really good start. He definitely could be in the conversation for the number three starter. My prediction is not that good. I'm going to say 4-0 Reds. I just think this team can't hit the ball, and they're facing a Cy Young caliber pitcher tomorrow, and there's just no hope that they can really even score.
Ryan, sound familiar? 2 embarrassing losses. Facing a Cy Young caliber pitcher. The bats have been dead the rest of the series. The bullpen blew the game the night before. Sound familiar? Give me a 7-1 Cubbies W. Let's go. I'm showing some hope after a negative
Oh yes,
after a
yes,
negative series after a
yes.
negative episode. I'll give him some love. Give me a Carson
Oh
Kelly bomb tomorrow. Say Suzuki off day. He's gonna have a heck of a day. I hope.
yeah.
Jason,
Yeah.
did the start
I'll
properly.
say 15-1 Cubs win tomorrow. Fly the W.
Oh yeah. Now we'll take a look around the MLB. So the White Sox are losing 8-1. Eugenio Suarez hit his first home run back with the Mariners, and also a Josh Naylor 2-run homer. Two guys that could be on the Cubs roster should be Gino, not as much Naylor. The Rays beat the Angels seven, or are beating them at the end of the eighth inning 7-3. Brandon Lau with a 2-run home run. The Padres are tied with the D-backs 3-3. Lourdes Gurriel with a 2-run home run, and the I believe they got in some trouble. Tatis with the RBI walk, but they got out of it, limited the damage. The Dodgers are beating the Cardinals 5-2. The Dodgers hit back-to-back home runs. Teo with the solo shot, Muncy with 2 homers on the night. The Giants beat the Pirates 8-1. Logan Webb struck out 10 and hit for his 10th win on the year. Christian Koss with the 2-run shot. The Twins beat the Tigers 6-3. Trevor Larnach with the solo home run, and Luke Keachel hit his first career home run. Chris Paddock gets the loss versus his old team. The Astros beat the Marlins 7-3, so they're up 2-0 in their series. And that Marlins hot streak. Yanier Diaz with a 3-run home run. Altuve homers to pass Berkman on the Astros extra base hit list. So that's pretty impressive. The Athletics beat the Nationals 6-1. They teed off on Mackenzie Gore, and Shea Landeliers had a 3-home run night. Brett Rooker with a 4-hit night. So a really good night to be an Athletics fan. Yeah, good young core going on around there.
They do. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're a team to look out for in, 2 to 3 years. They have a really good young core who's already balling out.
Yeah, for sure. And then the Phillies beat the Orioles 5-0. Max Kepler with a 2-run home run. Tyjon Walker with a shutout. They've been playing some really good ball as of late. They get to the 65 wins. The Red Sox beat the Royals 6-2. Trevor Story with a 2-run single. Willie Abreu with a 2-run single. Garrett Crochet shoved again. Struck out 8 in the W. The Guardians beat the Mets 3-2. Nice job, Guardians. Stephen Kwan hit the go-ahead single. They got to Tyler Rogers late in the game. The Brewers beat the Braves. Freddie Peralta threw a gem. Andrew Vaughn and Isaac Collins both with 2-run singles. The Rangers beat the Yankees 2-0. Rowdy Tellez hit the go-ahead 2-run single, and that was the ballgame. Nathan Eovaldi shoved. Devin Williams lost another game for them. And then to recap the last game of the day, the Blue Jays beat the Rockies 10-4. Uh, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and Addison Barger went back to back. Dalton Varsho with 2 home runs. It was a home run showcase for the Blue Jays tonight. Now we'll play MLB Pickle. First guy,
Matt
give me
Shaw,
Matt Shaw. I like that. Typically like to start off with a Cub. If you guys haven't figured yet, he's in the NL, a righty, 23 years old. I'll go Will Smith. See
23.
if we can get the division. He's not in the NL West, so he has to be in the NL East. He's a catcher. So
Is he born in the U.S.?
Shea Langoliers. No, he's not born. Or no, that's the AL West. I'm an idiot. NL West, NL West, NL West, NL West. Let's get the team first. I'll go JT Realmuto.
Wait, didn't you say he wasn't in the NL West, or he is in the NL
He is
West?
in the NL or
Okay,
NL East. I'm so sorry, NL East. Sorry guys about that.
we're all
Uh,
screwed up today.
yeah. I'll go
Um,
Francisco Alvarez. He's 23 catcher in the NL East. Not on the Mets. Washington, Cabert Ruiz. He's not on the Nationals. The Braves, Drake Baldwin. Um, not the the Phillies. JT Room. Let me get the team. Let me see if he's on the Phillies. Who do you know who the Phillies catcher is?
it's isn't it? Wait, hold on.
Joe's not on there. I don't know. Miami's catcher. Gotta think on that one. Marlins catcher. Today it was. I have no clue. Liam Hicks, but it's not him. Who is the Marlins catcher?
Marlins catcher.
Yeah, Miami. I'm looking this up. M-
Right.
Marlins roster. This is a tough one. 23 years old catcher. Like they're righty. Augustin Ramirez. I
Yeah,
assume that's
it's
who it is.
it's Ramirez. Yeah,
That's who I thought it was. I wasn't sure though.
yeah, because he's 20. Well, he's 23. Yeah, he's 23. It's Ramirez.
Yeah, it's Augustin Ramirez. That's your immaculate grid player of the day.
For
Or
MLB Pickle. And for
yep,
Immaculate Grid, we got Cubs, Angels, Cubs, Rangers, Cubs born outside the U.S. I have Cubs, Angels, Kyle Hendricks, Cubs,
yep.
Rangers, Sammy Sosa, Cubs born outside the U.S. Daniel
Cubs
Palencia.
Rangers on the first up. Jake Marisnik.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, did he? No, I don't think Marisnik was down the range. Never mind. I'll
I
go
just
Sammy
went Sammy
Sosa.
Sosa, yeah.
I'll do Sammy Sosa. And then born out of the USA, who'd you do?
Palencia.
That's who I was doing too. We'll
Rockies,
go.
Angels.
I'll go Rockies. Born out of the USA.
Yeah, let's get that first. For I want to go think of someone random.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
trying to think too. Herman Marquez.
Oh,
Bang.
shit. Oh wait, I'm gonna go Carlos Gonzalez because he was a baller when they made the
I was gonna
playoffs.
say Carlos Gonzalez. Yeah, that was
Winning Cubs legend.
yeah. 300 plus home runs for the Angels, Mike Trout. For the Rangers, um, give me a Ranger.
Beltre.
Yeah, Beltre. And then 300 born out of the USA. I'll go Miguel Cabrera. Yep. And then we just got to get these Rockies Rangers. I'm sure.
Looks like we lost Ryan. He froze. Let's see if we can get him back. And before we finish this out, so Rockies, Angels, Rockies, Rangers. Um, let's see, he's still frozen over there. Let's see if he could figure it out. But Rockies, Angels. This was tough. The Rockies have had so many like random players over there, like since like they made the playoffs, and since like they've gotten really bad. They've had so many like randoms. Um, oh, Dexter Fowler. Yeah, I forgot Dexter Fowler played there. Dexter Fowler was a baller with the Rockies. And then Rockies, Rangers. I mean, again, so many randoms on the Rockies. Like, uh, I have no idea for this one though. Probably gonna get slandered. But this, yeah, I have no idea. Rockies, Rangers. I'm trying to think of like pitchers, maybe like a. There's Ryan. Is he there?
Sorry about that, guys. My Chromebook went off, so I'm on my phone now. Join from the phone.
We've got one more. We got Rockies, Rangers left. I'm drawing a complete blank.
Rockies Rangers. I think John Gray maybe. He
Let's see.
pitched. I feel like he pitched for the Rockies. I know he did for the Rangers. Sorry about that with the technical difficulties, guys.
Yeah, John Gray. There we go. We were
Um,
immaculate.
Thank you guys for tuning into today's episode. Sorry for the late technical difficulties. Signing off, Ryan Dunleavy.
Ryan Zelinsky.
Make sure to go check out Game Day Vlog, updates on Instagram, and see you guys at the Friendly Confines tomorrow.